My face is finally back to normal, pretty close, so I'm very thankful for that. I have definitely learned my lesson, and I will be embracing my wrinkles and every other flaw on my face from here on out. Thank y'all for sticking with me through the poor images that y'all had to expose yourself to a couple of days ago. So I'm glad to get started on our walk today. It's a little bit cloudy today, but it is warming up very nicely. Y'all probably have a joke like this where you live, but the joke around here about weather is if you don't like the weather in Alabama, just come for a couple hours and it'll be another season. So it is a nice spring day today, and I'm very thankful. I am so excited about today because I get to go to the doctor with Kendall. I forgot to talk to y'all on Monday about my exciting news that Kendall's having a baby. So my first grandbaby is on the way. I'm very excited about that. My new goal in life is to be the best grandmother in the whole entire world. And today I get to go to the doctor, meet her doctor, see how everything is gonna go at her where she's gonna have the baby. I've never really been to that hospital in the women's and children's part. My babies were born at a different hospital, so I'm looking forward to meeting the doctor and getting to experience that from the grandmother's perspective. I'm thankful that she wants me to go. Makes me thankful for our relationship. I hope the wind is not bad. Hey, Miss Catherine, thank you for being here just for a second. If you can't stay, that's okay. The wind is really blowing, so move that around a little, but maybe that'll help. Before I forget, I put a poll on my community feed about the quality of these videos. If the quality bothers you, I don't rewatch them or anything, but every now and then I will have to click on one and I'll see how glitchy it is. And that disappoints me. I wish it wasn't like that. So if you can go on my community page and let me know if that is a sort of a deal breaker for you. I was thinking I could just record them and then they would be better quality. They wouldn't be live, but I wouldn't edit them, so it would sort of be the same thing. So if that would help these to be a little more watchable, let me know. You can find that on my channel page. Go to the community tab and it'll be the first post. So, okay, good. Thank you for saying the quality is good. I guess you were talking about the sound. Maybe you're talking about the video quality, which is what I was just talking about. I'm also going today to Aldi to film my video for Friday. So I've already told y'all that I'm sort of a last minute YouTuber. I don't give myself much room for having problems or editing. But anyway, I'm gonna go today, and I thought it would be good to sort of reset what $50 can buy in 2026. I've not done that, and I think it's changing quite a bit. Prices on almost everything are going up, and I just felt like it would be helpful for us to sort of get a good baseline at the beginning of the year. So I'm just gonna go in and take my calculator and see what what the best things would be to use, what the best things would be to buy for $50. I have a feeling it's going to be a good bit less than the last time I did that, but maybe it won't be too bad. I'm getting a lot done in the house this week, feeling a lot better about that. Last week I was just not wanting to do anything, so I'm glad that I'm able to feel a good bit better, not get so tired. So I did this Monday, but I'm going to repeat it in case you didn't hear it. If you're not feeling good, don't think that you're just being a crybaby and a wimp and lazy, because that's how I was feeling about myself, but it really isn't that. Your body really does need some time to rest and recover. And next week you'll feel better. And everything will still be there. I thought today we could talk a little bit about how to make our money go further. I would love to hear your ideas about that. But the number one tip that I have is to use cash. I determined to do that this year, and I have stuck to that. Now, I have bought some stuff on Amazon, but I've tried really hard to take the money out of the cash that I had taken out of the bank. And sorry, I'm having to pull my sleeves up because it's getting warm. That has made such a big difference. Having that cash cap has really helped me to be able to manage my spending. I've not gone over on my spending. I have been able to stay sort of pretty good limit each week. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this to y'all, but when Chris changed his job, we went from getting paid every other week to getting paid every week. And I guess it's just because I'm not disciplined enough, but I like that so much better. Being able to get your money every week, to me, is much easier to manage. So that's another way to sort of budget out and manage your money, spend less, is to sort of get your cash out and budget it on a weekly basis. You know, if you get paid once a month, just divide it and get it out every week, because you may have more self-control than I do, but what would typically happen is I would be like, oh, I've got money. So I would go and spend extra on the first week and then have very little for the second week. I know that says more about me than it does about the system. But anyway, that's a suggestion that has really helped me, using cash and getting your cash out each week. It sort of feels like a weekly reset. And that helps me a lot. Also, staying off of social media really has helped me. They are very good at what they do. And it is very easy to be influenced to buy things or want things that you don't really need. And honestly, you don't even want. But you see it and you're like, oh, that would make my life so much better. That happened with a bread box for me. I did not need that bread box. I had a bread box. I never used the bread box that I had. And now I have this really pretty bread box that I've spent $30 on, and I'm moving it around my kitchen because it's big and I can't find a good place for it. And I don't want to get rid of it because I bought it thinking that it was going to solve all of my bread storage problems. Like, they advertised it like, you are going to cook these beautiful muffins and you're going to display them in your glass door bread box so everybody can come and see the muffins and cookies that you made. Not going to happen. So that was a lie of Instagram that I fell for. And now we do use the bread box, but it's hidden under my island so nobody else sees it. So just be careful and mindful about the time that you spend on social media. They are very good at ad placement, and I try to avoid doing much of that on this channel. If I have taken a product placement deal on here, it has been because it's something that I feel like will really help my family. You know, I did like an air fryer because Kelsey really wanted an air fryer. And I did the treadmill because just the week before they had emailed me, Chris said, I would really like to have one of those desk treadmills. So I do have product placements in my videos, but I try really hard to only have some that would be like beneficial to y'all and also beneficial to my family. So I try not to add to that too much, but if I do, you know, it's fine with me if you ignore it. I'm really only doing it because either I feel like I can really use the thing that they've asked me to advertise, or I feel like my family would really like it. So just know I don't really get any money from it. I just get the item, and I don't want a lot of stuff clutter in my house anyway, so do not feel guilty about not buying anything that you do not need. I'm reading this message. Oh, I'm just going to ignore that message. I'll just ignore that message. Anyway, the next thing that I think we can do is be very mindful of the things that we do buy instead of buying things that are on sale. I fall into that trap so much. This is something that is like the bane of my existence as far as thrift stores go. I will walk into a thrift store and find a buggy full of stuff that I do not need, but you know, it's $1 or it's $3 and I could use it. And now my garage, y'all, literally I'm decluttering so much. My garage is half full of stuff, most of which I've bought at the thrift store, and I'm getting rid of it because I'm tired of the clutter. This happens at the grocery store too. Like, you go in and something is half price and you're like, yes, I need that, and you don't need it. You find out your family hates it. It's not something that you've bought before. And so now you're stuck with this box of cereal that nobody wants. And you're either going to throw it to the chickens, throw it in the garbage, put it in your compost pile, but you're going to have wasted that $2 or $3 that you thought was such a great deal. So that's something that I'm trying to do more of starting now. Be very mindful of the things that I buy, that I don't buy stuff that we're not going to use. Like if I'm going to spend my money on something, I want it to be good quality, I want it to be useful, and I want it to be purposeful in my home, not just like an idea of usefulness. For the first time since January, I am starting to glisten. It is really warm. I hope y'all are able to be outside in the warm weather today. I feel like I'm getting better. I hope y'all feel like y'all are getting better when you're walking. 20 minutes 3 times a week is not much, but it's hard to fit much more in when you're a wife and a mom and you have other responsibilities. You got to try to keep your house somewhat clean. It's difficult to fit time in, but just a little bit, I think, will pay off. So I hope that you're able to feel like it's helping you. I do feel like it's helping me. So that's good. Well, I don't really have any other thoughts, any other ideas about how we can use our money better, but maybe I can add to the conversation down in the comments.